you see someone new, especially the first time you see someone go up and they get the laugh, and you see that glow in somebody, and when they see themselves being successful, it's awesome. I mean, it's inspiring. I run Keg of Laughs, which is a comedy group in the Gainesville area. We started the Gainesville Comedy Showcase about 2001, and we did that until the Holiday Inn changed ownership and ended comedy. Gainesville is kind of cool because it's a college town, so you have new people coming all the time. And so downtown Gainesville, you know, we have this here at Mother's, but downtown you've got the Midnight, you've got the High Dive. They do more of a professional show there. You've got Flacco's, and they all do comedy downtown. So if you're new, there are many opportunities to go up and to get better.
Everybody, so yeah, this is my first time doing stand-up.
I actually hadn't planned to go. I was just going to like see my friends, and then well, they do this thing before called workshop, where you just kind of like can say your jokes to the other people, and like they can give you suggestions or things you should do to like help your set. And so I went to just kind of do that, and then the person leading the show asked if I wanted to do it. So I was like, okay, why not? I'll just do it.
They've been telling me that like I have to do it, so like I decided to do it. But my biggest fear is now that like after I do it, they're like, you didn't have to do it. Like, you would have been fine if you didn't. Also, you suck and we hate you.
Did it, and I like blacked out while I was doing it. It was so scary. I have pretty bad stage fright, even though I'm on stage quite a bit. But then it was awesome, and it seemed like a really scary thing. But then when I saw like people that are like kind of at the same level as me, like going up there and seeming to do pretty well, it like gave me some confidence to do it myself.
Noise for Jack McKinney!
Jack.
Do it again.
I love Elton John. Hang on, let me put my mic condom on. I was looking around for comedy clubs that I could try to go, you know, start at. And there were a few, but I didn't know how to step a foot in there, per se. And then when I came here, I was looking around and I saw something on Instagram and I was like, I need to try that. That's a sign. So I researched, you know, where in Gainesville I can try to do it. And I found the Midnight Comedy Club, and I found, you know, Flacco's Tacos outdoor venue. And I decided I needed to try it, and I did. My first show went so well, which apparently isn't very common, but I had just been thinking about what I was going to say for so long that my first set was just great. It's always been a dream of mine, and you know, I've always thought about it and been like, you know, I really want to try that, and I never had the guts to. And then, you know, about a month ago, I was like, I just need to try, and I don't care if I fail, I just want to try. And I did, and I fell in love with it.
Welcome to the stage, and brace yourself for Maximus Meisenheimer! What's up, Midnight? Oh, fuck! What's up, High Dive?
I started a few months ago in June. I just came out here to the Midnight one night, and I was just wanting to check it out, see how it is. I wasn't sure if I was going to sign up or not. And then I decided to just sign up and start with a minute. And then after that, I started coming back every week, and it's a lot of fun. I love doing it, and I've just always been a fan. I actually had looked for open mics in Gainesville, and I didn't find any. This was a few years ago. One day I was just looking again, and I found the Midnight. They have an open mic every Tuesday.
So most of my jokes I do are from like actual stuff that happens to me. I'm not very good at like making up scenarios. So yeah, I kind of just take like what I find funny about things in my life and just kind of like phrase them a little bit more eloquently than my own thoughts. I'm still trying out like a bunch of different like types of things, like getting inspiration from my friends or like from famous comedians that I look up to, and like, I don't know, so I'm still trying out a bunch of different styles.
I keep notes on my phone of things I think about during the week or see that I find funny or think I could write a joke about. I'll just sit down when I'm actually wanting to write out the material and I'll just sit in my Amazon gaming chair and try and just think of what I should write, what would be funny. I don't have that much of a process, but I just try and write whatever is coming to my mind at the time.
I'll do a dumb one next. A lot of the best comedians say that great comedy comes from struggle. So I think the greatest comedian of them all would be Adolf Hitler.
A lot of times I'll be like trying to fall asleep and an idea will come and I'll be like, oh, okay, and I'll get on my phone, type it down, and I'll go back to sleep and an idea will come again, I'll type it down, and then next thing I know I've been trying to type stuff for 2 hours and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I have to get up at 7. But my strategy is catch the audience off guard. You set something up one way and then you have to do a 180 and flip it on them, or else they'll anticipate what's coming. I never want them to anticipate what the punchline is, and that's my strategy, is to throw them off the rhythm. Let me show you. Let me just read you. They make no sense at all. At all. Like, some of them are funny, and then some of them are just, like, stupid. Like, yeah, here. What if Puss in Boots had a flamboyant cousin named Puss in Armani Stilettos? That's nothing. That is absolutely not funny. But that's what I think about when I go to sleep. I made a website for Kobe, but it crashed. Again, like, it's all just stupid ideas that I write down, and then every now and then a stupid idea will fall through the cracks, and I'll be like, oh, that's actually a good idea. And then I can work on it and build a bit around it.
When you start doing stand-up comedy, man, there's no money. You know, it's free. You're driving to open mic nights wherever you're trying to get time, whoever give you stage time. And again, that's why Gainesville is good, because in Gainesville right now, there's 4 to 5 opportunities a week to get up. Whereas 20 years ago, there was 1 opportunity a week, and there was the workshop. So it's evolved a lot, and I like to see Gainesville comedy evolve even more.
It's like such a nice community, and honestly, a lot of the people that do it now are my friends from like outside of stand-up. So it's super beneficial to have like all my friends doing it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good for beginners. Everyone's very welcoming, very friendly. I've definitely gotten closer with a lot of them. They're all great people, very welcoming, very friendly, and it's a good selection of people. It's all different types of people, all different just perspectives on life. So I feel like there's a lot to learn from everyone here. I think it's a great place to start, and yeah, it's a good scene here.
I fucked that one up. That was the only new one too. That really sucks. Okay, yeah, so people that are vegan eat people if they consent to being ate, which I have a problem with. That's why I don't want to be vegan. Okay, I fucked it up again. I'm gonna keep going on.
If you don't bomb as a comedian, you don't learn. You've got to bomb to grow. I did a show one time here in Gainesville for a benefit, and it just was terrible. I mean, I didn't want to show my face in town for like 5 years. I mean, it was that bad. Everybody bombs. I mean, anybody tells you they're not bombing isn't telling you the truth, because you've got to fail in comedy to grow.
One day I was like, I'm just gonna do it totally different. I'm not gonna tell any stories. I'm just gonna try to tell like one-liner jokes that I've written. It didn't work. I'm not good at one-liners. I shouldn't do them ever again.
I love to make people laugh. That's why I'm up here. I try to make one person laugh every day. I actually saw a guy the other day that he had some weird looking hair and he looked like he needed a smile, right? So I went up to him and I was like, hey, does the carpet match the drapes? And he started screaming at me. No, spit take, that's what he did. And he started screaming at me and I was like, seriously, dude, people in the chemo ward have no sense of humor. That one fell flat.
It's interesting because, you know, it hurts as a performer when you don't get a laugh, but for some reason, just a little part of me likes that. And it's kind of like, oh, I'll work on that, but maybe they just don't know that it's funny. Maybe if I think it's funny, I know it's funny.
You're going to bomb. It's inevitable. And as I said earlier, that's how you learn. But if you can overcome that fear, you don't know the magic that's going to happen. So I say get up as often as possible.
But yeah, I have been thinking a lot lately, and I have come to the decision that I want to be kidnapped. For a couple of reasons. I'd like to think that people are thinking about me.
Okay, so people have been telling me I need to stop reading my jokes off my phone because it's unprofessional. Well, bitch, baby then! But actually, tonight's the last night I can do that joke. I made $11, bitches. Come fuck with me. Thank you, High Dive Gainesville. I'm Master.
Just keep going. You have the ability to reach your goals. Just keep trying, and you're gonna get knocked down left and right, but just keep trying. This is gonna be tough. Just push through, and you're gonna have a lot of obstacles ahead of you. But just hop them and make the best of what you can.
Just do it. That's kind of what I did. You're gonna overthink it until you just go up there and try it. And if you fail, you fail. Nobody is gonna absolutely crush it their first time. So do it and learn from your mistakes.
I think the best advice is no advice. Just be yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. Other comedians have told me that because I do have a different style, they've told me just stick with it. It's working. Don't feel like you need to change.
Every day that you have the opportunity to go up and you don't is one day that you're farther away from where you deserve to be.